Since its formation in 2016, Minnesota Family and Advocate Coalition, also known as MN FAC, has made great strides in improving the lives of individuals with disabilities. Through educational initiatives, MN FAC has empowered parents and caregivers to become more effective advocates for their children. We are committed to creating a more just and equitable society for all.
Person-centered planning is a concept of taking a person's hopes and dreams and putting them on paper and then stepping back to look what you need to do today to start tomorrow to begin that plan for the future. I really encourage everybody to have a person-centered plan. It's a great way to put the team on track towards the person's future goals.
The primary challenges that individuals and families face regarding disability are lack of support, lack of knowledge, and lack of clear direction. And those entail barriers to housing, education, employment, and other opportunities.
It used to be a long time ago that services were predictable, and a person would finish school and they would maybe spend a little bit of time with mom and dad, and then they would move on to their adult life, and there'd be housing available, and it'd be just a smooth transition. And that's changed.
Currently, there's a lot of options in housing, and there's more growing through changes in the waiver. When I talk to people about housing, I ask them 3 questions. Where would you like to live? How would you afford rent and food? And how would you afford the staff support necessary?
There are 3 major obstacles in finding suitable and appropriate housing for young adults. In my career, I have seen that number 1, there's just a lack of available space just because of the high demand. Secondly, finding suitable housing for that individual based on their cognitive and physical needs. And then third, finding housing that they're eligible for.
When I started thinking about housing, Noah was really young, and I ended up going to the Pacer Center workshops. The first time I went to that, Noah was 11. He's 25 now, and I was one of the youngest parents. But I just always was thinking, what are we going to do?
I would suggest that you talk to other parents. That's when I learned the most. There are good teachers out there, there are good transition programs, there are good case managers. I found years ago when my son went through transition that the parents, the other parents, were really the best resource.
There's various types of housing and different types of funding for it. I'm a case manager and I can do a lot for your child, but I can't make this housing thing happen. Your creativity is needed. You've got to pound the pavement. You've got to make connections. You've got to work things out and really think out of the box.
Long story short, went through lots of people that just weren't ready. We ended up having to do a reasonable accommodation for a 2-bedroom unit, and that meant Noah could be there without a roommate until he found one, and that saved us. It was 2 days before I signed the lease. We met a couple who has a son with autism, and amazing. All the stars aligned, and they're perfect, and their son's perfect, and he and Noah are doing great.
Major challenges that young adults face when they're transitioning into adulthood are barriers to education, employment, and other opportunities that give them a meaningful quality of life.
Minnesota Day Support Services faces numerous issues, including a lack of funding and wait lists. To avoid delays, parents of disabled children should secure funding and tour day programs early on during their transition period at age 18. They should seek the assistance of a social worker who can help them find the most suitable program for their child. Addressing these issues is crucial to ensuring individuals with disabilities have access to quality programs and services that meet their needs.
Advocacy as a parent or family member is really important for the person. When you're an advocate, it's important to write things down. If it didn't get written down, it doesn't happen.
If I were to give parents today one piece of advice, it's to document everything you do. Set up files, notate everything, document any doctor's appointments.
One of the best things I learned there was doing a one-pager. One page with some pictures and quick details about your kid. I ended up using that for lots of things, not just housing.
If I could plunk my magic wand for the people we serve, I would ask for better housing, I would ask for more staffing, and I would want everyone to have the kind of meaningful life and activities and work that they want.
We just kept trying. You have to keep trying. You also have to be positive and know that something's going to work out. That's what we've been doing for 25 years with autism, epilepsy, medically, in all areas of Noah's life.